My boyfriend's family called me a lazy, useless woman inside the luxury apartment I paid for. So I opened my laptop and destroyed every lie they'd been living. For 3 years, my boyfriend, Liam, and I had the ultimate agreement. I built a thriving luxury streetwear brand from the ground up, working brutal 14-hour days at our downtown studio and pulling in $300,000 a year. Liam worked a steady logistics job, bringing in 50 grand. Because I funded our entire luxury lifestyle, paying the $6,000 monthly rent for our industrial loft and buying his SUV in full cash, Liam happily managed the house. He cooked, he cleaned, and he kept our space peaceful. It was our perfect secret balance, until his mother, Helen, and his brother, Mark, moved in for a 10-day nightmare. The second they crossed our threshold, the poison started. Helen traced her nails over my glass coffee table inside. A real, traditional woman doesn't let her man do all the housework for some little clothing project, she sneered, loud enough for me to hear. Instead of defending our life, Liam completely mutated. He started dropping his muddy shoes on my white rug, piling unwashed plates high, and treating me like an invisible, incompetent ghost in my own home. I said nothing. I kept my mouth shut and waited. Then came Thursday night. I dragged myself home after a grueling 14-hour shift at the printing warehouse, expecting the roasted chicken Liam had promised. Instead, absolute chaos. Beer bottles everywhere. And Liam, Helen, and Mark lounging on my expensive velvet sofa watching a game. Hey, I said, my voice dangerously steady. Did we forget about dinner? Liam didn't even look up. Relax, babe. You know where the kitchen is. Throw some sandwiches together. It's the least you could do. Mark snickered. Yeah, Chloe, stop playing pretend fashion designer. And Liam actually smirked. He loved feeling superior in front of them. A freezing, deadly calm washed over me. I walked to my bag, pulled out my laptop, and stepped right back into the living room. You want to talk about being lazy? I asked, my voice dropping to a sharp whisper. I turned the glowing screen toward them. Let's talk numbers. Helen gasped. Put that away. This is inappropriate. No, Helen, why, you need to see this. I locked eyes with Liam. This loft? $6,000 a month. I pay it. Your SUV? Paid in cash by me. You make $50,000 a year. You cover less than 20% of our lives. The room went dead silent. I didn't care about the math, I whispered, stepping closer. I cared about the partnership. I fund 80% of this existence. If you want a traditional subservient woman, you need a traditional provider paycheck. But you can't, because you rely entirely on my success. Liam's face turned pure white. Chloe, I was just joking. I'm not laughing, I snapped, glaring at Helen. And if you ever insult my life's work again, you'll be sleeping on the pavement. I turned back to Liam. You have 30 minutes. Clean my kitchen and cook dinner. Or pack your bags, take your family, and figure out how to survive without my credit cards. I didn't wait. I drove to a dim jazz lounge, ordered a glass of red wine, and sat in total, blissful silence for an hour. When I walked back into the loft, it was spotless. The scent of roasted chicken filled the air. Helen and Mark's luggage was gone. Liam was nervously setting the table, his hands shaking. My family? They got a hotel, he whispered, staring at the floor. Good, I said softly, smiling as I stepped into the kitchen. Let's eat.